Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are reacting to Morissette again.
Yay!
Woohoo! It's been a hot minute since we reacted to her, but she recently performed on Wish Bus Live again, so we're super excited to check these out.
We love those Wish Bus
Yeah, they're the best performances.
So good.
So today we're gonna watch her sing Phoenix. I think this is her original song. We are so excited to react to Morissette's recent performance.
But before we start, we got a box of snacks in the mail. This company called Try Treats sent us an email like, do you want a bunch of snacks? And we say yes to snacks. Yes. We like snacks. It's actually pretty fun. They send you all different kinds of treats from all over the world. Yep. This month is from Turkey. And that's super fun.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Lots of different stuff. There's a recipe here. And so if you check in the description box below, we have a coupon code that's worth 15% off. And if you click the link, it's actually an affiliate link. And it really helps the channel out if you guys sign up. Because who doesn't like treats and snacks? So
absolutely. While you watch us watch Morissette, you can eat snacks while we eat snacks.
Today's snack is Biscreme, but we have to cover our faces so it focuses. Did you get it? There we go.
Got it.
We got it. This looks so good, and I'm really excited about it. Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. Wish Bus performance. Here we go.
Wish 1075.
Fighting every day doesn't feel like living. So much on my plate, so much on my mind. Trying to numb the pain, none of it is working. Don't wanna dig this grave while I'm alive. There's a hope that comes with the morning. There's a chance to start over again. Just as long as our hearts keep on beating, there's still time left to win. So let's shine like the sun, rise like a phoenix, take to the sky, 'cause we got no limits. Don't be afraid to reach for the stars, 'cause we were meant to go that far.
Let's talk about it.
All right.
First of all, these biscuits are amazing.
Biscuits are really
It's like
good.
cookies filled with Nutella.
Cookies and like they're kind of coconut.
Yeah, they're delicious. Second of all, I feel like today in this performance, she sounds more like Beyonce than I've ever heard.
I would agree.
Did you get like that Beyonce
totally.
vibe? I'll show you a specific spot that I'm thinking of, but what I want to talk about is I feel like this is a lower part of her register than she usually hangs out. And obviously she's going up there and she'll probably get up there. But this seems like a more meaty, like kind of lower part of her register. But there was a specific like, it's almost like
that was
bow. It was just like the way she adjusted her vowel with her vibrato really sounds like Beyonce to me.
So let's shine like the sun, rise like a phoenix.
Yeah, it's so good.
That sounds just like Beyonce.
Shine like the sun. It's her vowels too. Man, I really love this kind of song and this kind of music. I think it really fits for her voice because it has that.
Yeah, of course.
She has that really clear like tone, and we've talked about this before. If you guys watched our first Morissette React video, just go watch it and then tell us what you think.
And give it a thumbs down like everybody else.
Give it a thumbs down like everybody else. We talked about like a breathiness and an airy quality that I don't hear when she's singing, you know, that was just in that specific performance.
Sure.
So what I want to talk about with just this is I feel like she has such a nice, clear, and like resonant sound in this style of music and this style of singing. It seems very energized, kind of thoroughly energized.
I just love this in the beginning, these little runs that she's doing.
Yeah, and they're subtle.
It's working.
Working Working. I kind of want to practice
Me
that
too.
because that is a really good thing to have in your pocket.
And it's also really tasteful. Like a lot of times people talk about like runs being overdone or people do too much. Even Beyonce sometimes.
Sure.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the Star Spangled Banner is a really good example of people like overdoing runs. But
If
I
you
feel
haven't
like
watched Le Fouet,
oh my gosh,
it's quite good.
the bad lip reading is hilarious.
Reading.
We should react to it.
We're gonna react to it.
Anyway, I think that stuff like this is so subtle and tasteful, and it's just like a minor adjustment, or like what is the word? Where
Ornament?
you make it, yes,
Like
ornament, exactly.
it's
just a tiny little thing that you can add that sounds. It really elevates the melody.
It's like glitter. A little
like
goes
glitter.
a long way.
A little goes a long way.
You can have too much glitter very
That's
easily,
genius.
but a little glitter makes things
Goes a long
pop.
way.
It's just, and the way she does it is really tasteful.
for
I
sure,
think.
totally. Yeah, I love it.
So much now has changed, finding no perspective, not an easy fate. But we'll be with the ride, and we will call the way.
The squeak.
Oh no, I don't even notice the squeaks anymore.
It was just a little one.
It was take what I think is ride is the
Ride, yeah.
ride.
Yeah.
Ride.
It was
It
nice.
is so nice. It is so nice. Ah, and that's more almost like an
Yeah.
is so easily especially when
Swallowed.
she's singing in English.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before. That English is can be a very dark sounding language, and so anytime you sing an you sing an try to do it like Morissette. You can see her teeth. It's
Well,
so
and
nice.
it's also like that can be confusing because the word is ride. So
Ride.
you're like, why would I be singing off or ride? And
That's
you're
an
not
I,
really
you
singing.
know.
You're singing I, but it's also, in singing we have to modify our vowels a little bit. We have to. I don't know. We kind of disagree on that about modifying vowels, but I still think ride has ah to it,
Yeah.
and it's and if you do it too tall and you swallow it too much,
Yeah.
you kind of lose the resonance of that. And
It's what's
you're
called-
saying rod.
It's what's called a diphthong. It's a mixture of two vowels. So ride. It's actually two vowels. Ride.
Ride.
E. And what she does is what a lot of the professionals do and what we were taught to do, which was hold on to the first one and then make the second one as short as possible. Ride.
Yeah.
Ride. I switched to the E right at
Right
the end of that. And so I focus on singing one vowel. You
Totally.
don't want to go ride
Yeah.
or ride, right? You don't
Yeah.
want to give them equal space. You want the first one and then you kind of
Just like
just stick in the
then you know the
last one.
word.
So it's like
it was there.
it's there.
Yes.
Awesome. I just love that.
We'll be with the ride, and we will call the way, crossing through the valleys. So I'd be afraid to be alive. There's hope that comes with the morning.
It was all one breath.
There's a chance to start over again, just as long as I keep on beating. There's no time left in.
I'm sorry. I have to see if she breathed. Because
I don't think she's
she
breathing at all.
I don't think she
and
breathed.
she just does this whole song in one breath.
It's just one breath. Sound.
It comes with the morning. There's a chance to start over again, just as long as
No breath.
I keep
Did she
on
breathe there, though?
She did.
beating. There's no time left in. So let's shine the sun, rise like a phoenix, take to the sky, 'cause we got no limits. Don't be afraid to reach for the stars, 'cause we were made to go. Comes with the moon. There's a chance to start over again. Just as
All right, there's like no good place to stop.
To stop,
here.
I know. I was just planning on watching it 12 times.
I don't know if I was breathing.
I don't
just
think
now.
I was.
Oh my gosh, it's like, but I want to point out when she really comes down here. Let's listen. I want to point out that I don't think she's using any less air.
Oh, right.
When she's singing quietly than when
Softly.
she's singing loud.
Yeah.
So I think it's.
It comes with the morning. There's a chance.
So, lots of right? It's all, something that I tell my students is try to fog a mirror. If it's really close to you. She just uses the same amount of air when she's singing super loud and big than when she sings quiet. And it's so full because of that, because of the consistent airflow.
And that's a big thing. It's just like when we talk about like volume, when you come down in volume doesn't mean you need to come down in energy. Yeah. And that's what airflow is too, really. Like using your air is using your energy.
Yeah. And it helps you stay in tune.
Yeah,
honestly.
you need to stay in tune. It helps you have like a really clear sound, even at a softer volume. And it's just really important. Yeah. No, I think it's interesting too how it's almost like sometimes she sings with her mouth closed and it still has the same resonance. But we talk about that too with whistling. Being a similar, like mechanic, right? It's a lot of air. And you can do it with your mouth closed because it's not requiring the resonance of your mouth.
Something that I want to say is like we say these things are rules,
right.
But what we really want you to take away is that those are like the rules,
right?
Unless you intentionally break them. Morissette does this where she sings on an N. Feeling.
Yeah.
Because she chose to, right?
Yeah.
She can sing feeling.
Right.
She could do that, but she wanted to go straight to the end, and that was the choice. But like the problem is when people do it unconsciously, is when people that's kind of just how they sing, is they're singing on M's and N's and L's. And, you can really make it something special by adding that kind of stuff in, by breaking those rules. But, make it your own.
But I think you hit the nail on the head, which is all about it being conscious and intentional. Because when you're doing things unintentionally without knowing that you're doing them, by accident, that's when it's it could be considered a mistake,
or a habit.
A habit, exactly. But it's just like when you learn any sort of thing, you have to kind of learn the rules before you can break them, because you have to know what they are before you can break them.
Yep.
And again, it's not like she's doing anything wrong by breaking them. It's just be cautious if you are a new singer, because you want to have good intentions when you're singing. Yeah.
And being intentional is important.
Totally.
This is
delicious.
Like a treat while watching another treat. Like we're just enjoying a video and eating cookies.
It's not a small package either.
It's not a small package.
Guys, you don't get gypped out if you order these treats. Yeah. There's a lot in there.
There's a ton in there.
And I wanted to eat them all through the whole video.
I wanted to try to eat all of them.
But we're not even like...
And I don't think everybody wants to see me get sick, is really the thing.
But you do want to eat them. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
To start over again, just as long as our hearts keep on beating.
I need to go back again. So we got to start before this. Okay, so we're gonna go from the quiet part to this part that grows so much.
It comes with the morning. There's a chance to start over again, just as long as our hearts keep on beating. There's still time left to win. Shine the sun.
Ooh, okay, back. Let's listen to that again. So one thing that I think is just so amazing, and you can watch it 100 times and probably get something from it every time. Her crescendoing or growing, whatever you want to say, that dynamic shift there is not easy, and to do it gradually, and do instead of like being quiet and then jumping to loud.
Right.
That's easier than doing it super gradually. And I just think does this so well.
It's very instrumental.
Yeah.
Like she uses her voice as an instrument, which your voice is an instrument.
Yeah.
But a lot of us don't think of it that way. Like
Yeah.
you watch instrumentalists play like at high levels, and the way that they manipulate that instrument, manipulate's kind of a scary word, sorry. But the way that they use their instrument to make really beautiful dynamic music, something that we should do with our voices too. It's a bit more difficult because it requires, a lot of different moving things that are attached to our body.
Yep.
But
There's
that's
no
exactly
buttons.
what she's doing. I mean, in order to do what Chase is talking about, which is have that really like gradual dynamic shift in a controlled way that's not like full of tension or going out of tune or anything like that, is a really important skill to have as a singer.
Yeah.
And she's kind of mastered that, I think.
Every time we watch her, I'm just impressed with her. In school we call it musicianship. Melia and I kind of call it musicality.
Yeah.
Where
Musicness.
I'm just
kidding.
And that just means like, not only do you have a fantastic instrument where you sound really good, but you use it in a way that's very musical. You have times where it's soft and intimate, and then you grow into something that's really intense and powerful. And I'm just always very impressed,
Right?
Because she just seems like a really, not just a good singer. Good singing is one thing.
Yeah.
Being very musical, being communicative,
an artist,
and
too.
an artist.
Yeah.
Those are other things. Those
Absolutely.
are different skills.
Yep.
And I think she just has all of them, and it's not fair. So
It's really not fair.
Oh, it comes with the morning. There's a chance
music starts growing.
to start over again, just as long as I.
Okay, so the breath before this part right here. She comes back in, big breath. She's ready to sing at the peak of that phrase,
Yeah.
but she doesn't start at the peak of her phrase.
Right.
So
Over again,
this breath.
just as long.
Justice is not louder
Yeah.
than the part before. It is still that gradual piece. And that's exactly what I
Yeah.
mean, where it's harder to go gradually and consistently louder than it is to jump from quiet,
quiet
to
to
loud.
loud. Yeah.
And she's just, it's really
I
awesome.
think also specifically too in the part of this melody, like she had a lot of good control in the volume when she was already kind of getting to a meaty part of a register.
Yeah.
That's really difficult.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot of young singers, and I've been guilty of this, that can only belt. You know what I mean? Like they only can give it their all because it's the only way it comes out. But to be able to do that with that still like chesty mix sound, but not be all your power, all your volume is really, really impressive.
It's a lot of control.
It's a lot of
over your
control,
instrument.
yeah.
And I just think like, she's been flipping up into her head voice to do like light stuff throughout this entire thing.
Absolutely.
And that's just versatile, right?
Yeah.
Yes, nobody's doubting that Morissette can like is such a strong belter and all that kind of stuff. But for her to be able to do that side and have that side so strong, and also be able to have this really beautiful, clear, heady head voice, is just versatile.
She's not a one-trick pony.
She's
not like just whistle tone, just belt, or
just
anything
this,
like that.
just that.
She's definitely like a dynamic,
very well-rounded singer.
I want to talk about this vowel, and then we will gladly
just continue.
It comes with the morning. There's a chance to start over again, just as long as our hearts keep on beating.
Keep on. She starts with like a wider keep on, and then she brings it in, which is, I think, to me that very keep on beating.
Nice.
It's a very Beyonce I think kind of stylistic choice, but I just think it's such a nice sound.
Yeah.
Like it really is efficient.
Yeah.
And did you see how wide her mouth is? Because you can't just say keep on.
No,
you can, and that sounds very classical.
On. Okay,
but keep
okay, weirdo.
on bleeding. Yeah, it's just really interesting.
I liked how you did it. Like the second time
I
was,
tried,
on.
Yeah, it is.
You hang on it.
Yeah.
Keep on, and like the on kind of comes in right at the end. Let's watch it.
You can see her mouth move just slightly.
Hearts keep on beating.
On.
It's that that we talk about in CT. I want to say something that's going to make everybody mad, so I'm going to grab a cookie because it's going to make everybody mad. This isn't my favorite thing about Morissette's singing. I love her voice, and I think she's very good at singing. If we haven't made that clear, we're going to say that a bunch of times. But her squeak, which I think it can be very nice in times, right here. It stopped it. I think it goes out of tune. Slightly goes out of tune. I'm so sorry, everybody. I think this is a preference to me, but I also want to tell you why it's my preference. Because I know that Morissette has a beautiful voice. And I know that Morissette sings with beautiful legato lines and can sing with energized phrase. And I know it's a stylistic choice. I'm just going to say it's not my favorite. I'm so sorry. I'm going to eat my cookie now.
Nobody is arguing the sheer talent and like amazing voice that is Morissette. You know, because that's one thing we want to like make sure people know on this channel. Singing is singing, and you can have preferences, and we're gonna try not to have as much of our preferences. But people have told us like we are not super big fans of whistling or this kind of stuff, and I had never thought that I wasn't a fan of whistling. But the more I think about it, I say, you know what, maybe.
Exclusive on Wish 1075.
She's just having a jam.
Yeah, that's one of the things I really enjoy about watching Morissette.
Yes.
Is that she sings with a smile, and it makes me smile.
It makes me smile.
And she looks like she's having such a good time.
Yes.
I have a good time.
I know. That, I mean, she's obviously a powerhouse. We've talked about that before. But the way she can ease into her, like, higher chest mix register, it's just kind of upsetting for those of us that are still working on that.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful thing to listen to. And I think that we can learn from her because we see a lot of what she's doing. I mean, we can't see into her voice, but we see she is, in this one, she's sitting very well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
She's kind of sitting
She's
up
like really like using her
on
body.
the edge of her chair, using her
Normally
body.
she's like crossing her legs and we're just kind of like blown away that she can sing like that. But this one, she's like sitting really grounded. She's using her whole body to sing. And that is, to me, a requirement for this kind of singing. It's just, there's so much energy and I guess energy is the only word I can think of. There's so much energy that goes into it. So you can see like some of the things that she does. She takes really incredible breaths. She uses her breath and air. Yeah. And she kind of has an awesome instrument. I mean, she does have an awesome instrument. There is something that was given to her.
Her phrasing is really good too. But I think that ties to her air.
Right.
So, you know, if there's like one thing that sticks out to me about Morissette, it's her breath control. Yeah. You know, she takes really good low breaths. She uses every bit of her air all the time. Whether it's a quick phrase and she can breathe, you know, pretty pretty quickly,
right.
and doesn't have to sing very much, she still uses all of that air. She doesn't spare it. She uses it. And we had a teacher that said all your air all the time.
Yep.
And it's true. You know, look at how Morissette does it, and she's master.
Absolutely. Well, we hope that you guys enjoyed this React video. We are so happy to see Morissette performing live again. We're so happy to see Wish Bus performance back. I think they might have been stopped for a little bit, but either way.
And they're so good. They're really so good.
Live music being back is a beautiful, beautiful thing for the world. Well, this was an awesome video. We hope that you guys enjoyed our reaction and learned something. If you guys have any questions or comments or suggestions or hate, leave it in the comments below. We'd love to respond and have a conversation with you guys about singing and about your opinions on this performance.
We want to say thank you to Try Treats. Don't forget to check out the description box for that link. Thank you to all of our patrons who make these videos that much easier to make every week for you guys.
Absolutely.
And thank you to all of you, our subscribers, for watching every week. If you like this video, please give it a like. And if you dislike this video, please give it 2 dislikes. That's the only way to actually make sure that it gets through. It's double disliked.
Otherwise, it's a bot.
Otherwise, it's just a bot. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing when we make new singing videos every week. We're Chase and Melia. We'll see you next time.